I'm Yonason, Goldson, author of Grappling with the Gray, with today's edition of News of the Day. A recent editorial in USA Today urged Joe Biden not to repeat Abe Lincoln's mistake. And what was Mr. Lincoln's unforgivable error? Forgiving the Confederates and pardoning the leaders of the South after the Union won the Civil War. The author argues that President Lincoln, through his ideal of malice toward none, helped perpetuate another century of racial discrimination. So too, President Biden should not let Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, and their ilk get away with the big lie that the election was stolen from Donald Trump. It's not clear from the article exactly what President Biden is supposed to do to the scoundrels who enabled the Great Trump Insurrection, but there's a far more profound flaw in the author's reasoning, one that shows a lamentable ignorance of history, human psychology, and moral philosophy. To begin with, it was not President Lincoln's intended post-war policy that led to the tragic failures of Reconstruction. Rather, it was Andrew Johnson's contemptible disinterest in implementing those policies as his predecessor had envisioned. The suggestion that malice toward none is a misguided philosophy demonstrates why the goal of social justice remains so far out of reach. A century after the Civil War, when newly inaugurated President Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon for his complicity in the Watergate scandal, critics decried the injustice of a corrupt bargain. Speaking at the Arkansas State Democratic Convention, an obscure 28-year-old political hopeful named Bill Clinton asserted that the pardon had reopened the country's wounds. Today, political historians believe precisely the opposite, and they applaud Gerald Ford for the foresight that spared the nation the scarring trauma that a criminal case against a former president would have produced, even though the decision likely cost Mr. Ford re-election. Two decades later, upon being released after 27 years in prison to lead post-apartheid South Africa, Nelson Mandela urged his black countrymen not to seek retribution against the white minority that had for so long repressed them. His application of malice toward none doubtless saved the nation from unthinkable violence and chaos. "Vengeance is mine," says the Almighty. Sometimes we are better off not demanding justice, but offering grace as we seek a path forward. We need to find solutions to our problems without marinating in the sins of the past, and we need leaders with the foresight and courage to show us the way. Please join the conversation by leaving a comment. Then please like or share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Yonason Goldson, reminding you to face every day by grappling with the gray.